Hey, what's up? How are you? I'm just kind of giving you a reminder. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you do makes you feel good or bad. And the thing is, I think at this point of our life, we gotta start cherishing who we are and how we feel, and we gotta cherish our health. How do you want to live your life and go out? And this is probably the most important time of our life is right now. So it's never too late to make another change. I think that in my lifetime, I have never really ever been comfortable. I've always strived to do something that was very uncomfortable and something that I felt uneasy about. Um, and the thing is, I never kind of took a back seat. It made me angry that I couldn't do something, or I wasn't working hard enough, or I mean, I had to overcome struggle after struggle over struggle. You know, struggles grow you and stretch you. If you don't struggle, but if you're struggling and you're not working through those things, and you're sitting and you're feeling whatever and you're sopping it up with something else to cover that mess up, it's not going to work. Trust me, it's not going to work. You got to either take it and move on with it, but you can move on with it. Life is a struggle, but our faith is what gets us through it, what grows us. At the end of the day, I have my integrity, and I have my more than my share of struggles. You can look at me and think, oh wow, but it's never been an oh wow moment. Actually, lately it has been an oh wow moment because I see the movement and all the struggles that I've made and where they have gotten me today. It's amazing. I can't believe it. If I could share everything with you, you would just probably fall over. So today, I just want you to embrace the struggles. And I know there's struggles, but you can get through it. You don't have cancer. That you might not be able to get through. You don't have an illness. But if it's in the mind, you can get through it. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. Like right now, I sold the gym because I didn't want to manage people. I wanted to help people. And I had a bigger fish to fry. And again, I sold the gym and not knowing if all of this would really turn out. But guess what? I shut one door and I walked through the other one, because if you don't shut one door, you won't go through the other one. You don't know the future, but you have to trust in your feeling, and you got to trust in God, and that you're doing the right thing. So even at 57 years old, I am walking through more doors. So it's never been easy, but life isn't easy. But you can't sit there and feel bad about yourself. You gotta think about treating yourself well. So, struggles just grow us and stretch us, and they become who we are. So, take heart in this. Keep your faith and dig in. Don't worry about things that you cannot control. Don't go to psychics and all that. You know what? You don't need to know. You don't need to. That is just a bunch of garbage. I mean, it's just a distraction on your life. That's my opinion. Some people might not think that, but I happen to think that's not the way to go. I don't rely. I rely on me being set up by you know who, God, ours truly our own God. So, and going on, but I'm practicing because I'm working on this book, and I had a lot of hard stuff to talk about. I'm talking about the easy stuff now, but I'm going to talk about the struggles that I have went through, and I bet you anything, whatever happened to you, I can relate to it. I can relate to probably each and every person. Because it's like I am each and every person. I'm each one of you. I am each and one of you. I know exactly whatever situation I have been through it. So it kind of makes it kind of unique, then you start to understand me. Um, I, I'm a different bird with, overcome a lot, a lot, a lot. So don't feel like you're alone ever in the world. You never are alone. You really aren't, but I'm just asking you to embrace and put out there and believe that you're going to have help taking care of it. You can ask God for anything. And if you're close enough in relationship, He's going to show you everything you need. You'll have a conversation with Him. God does talk to us. He talks to us all the time. We just are so busy that we just don't listen. I find out in the last 3 years I have been getting up before work at 3:30 in the morning. I'm reading the Bible. I'm reading the full Bible for the first time. It's this thick. You want to see how big it is? I'll show you how big it is. Look at this. Look at this book. Look how thick it is. So, anyway, this is my personal Bible, and I got it from my good girlfriend, Lisa. And this has got some of the most beautiful things in it. And if you're going to get into this, what I would do is I would start out with a study Bible. And what this is it is large print, and it is I can't even read it, the Application Bible. So this is going to be actually, it's going to talk about the Bible. And I think really to understand it and to get a relationship, if you're interested in, you're not quite happy where you're at, there's something you can do. You can make change, and the way you have to have change is you got to have something that you know is real, and you're going to believe in it. Since I've had this book, my life, and God has showed out in so many different ways, and it's truly unbelievable. I mean, these things just can't. They just don't happen to the normal person. But with the person that has trust and faith and really knows to be true, it happens. It really truly happens. So my to get going, to start your life, and no matter where you're at in your life, this is going to be the thing that's going to change you. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how I got through half the stuff I did, but getting older now, I know we're supposed to be a light for other people because the world suffers a lot, and my humor, and I can do just about anything I want as long as I'm smiling. But I'm not scared anymore. You know, I've been scared too many times in my life. And you know what? Fear is a liar. I almost knocked that lamp over. Fear is a liar, so you have to give it up and ask for help. I wish I could just touch each and every one of you and say a special blessing to you. Maybe I can just bless you right now through the screen. I know times are hard and times are troubled, but you know what? If you really read the Bible, it talks about it. It explains this is what's happening right now. That's the amazing thing. I just finished the Bible 2 weeks ago, and I was so lost because I'm so used to reading it. So now I'm just kind of going back over scripture like John. Somebody said John's really good, and John is good because that's when you hear a lot of John and Jesus talking, a lot of dialogue and stuff. It's pretty amazing, actually. And he's talked in parables, and he had such a wisdom about him. And if you want to be better, you have to be better by hanging out with the right people, and you have to be in the Word. You know, you really do. So, I feel at peace and at ease, and I believe that I am in a place right now where I have the time to spend time with the people that I love, and I'm reaching out to everybody that has meant something or that had a connection with me, and that I never got a chance to get to know. I spent some time with a gal named Heather Andrews. I don't know, she's just a special person. So she wouldn't pick up her phone, so I took off and I just ended up in her driveway, called her and said, hey, what are you doing? You home? She goes, no, I'm sitting in your driveway. But it's about connection and spending the time with people. There needs to be more of what I'm bringing in everybody. It's what I want to do is pass it on. I want to pass it on. That's a good thing. So if I can bring some hope and joy to you and you get to know me and kind of know my personality, I want to build you so that you can build somebody else up, because we got to pay it forward. So it's kind of late and I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's probably because I got a haircut and it looks cute. It's 11 o'clock at night. My husband's not feeling good, Damon. But I just wanted to reach out and talk to you about change and about changing your life. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to record some of the things that have happened to me in my life. I think I'm going to record some of them. And maybe if you're lucky, I can share a little bits and pieces, and you'll have an idea of what my book is. The book that I'm writing before I close. I'm talking about listening to God. Really listening to God. So, I'm very ill. A lot of stress, a lot of hours at the gym, too many. I don't want to let anybody down, so I worked through whatever I worked through, and I lost a lot of weight. And I was looking over at my floor where I teach, and I have to say, it's the Holy Spirit. I can't explain it. It's the voice of God, the voice that's in each one of us. I heard, I want you to sell the gym. You're going to sell the gym. Nobody asked me. It was told to me. It was not on my mind, but it just was there. So bizarre. Why would I think of something like that? It's not where my mind's at. And then you're going to write a book. Like I'm gonna write what? I'm dyslexic. I can't write. You know who I am. What the heck are you getting me to do? Why am I doing? Why are you talking to me about this? And he did. I'm going to put this down because I probably will forget it. Just like different moments in your life. He said that it's going to have 3 sections or a 3-part book. It's the beginning of my life. It's the middle's the spiritual warfare and the pain. And the last part of the book is the forgiveness. The forgiveness. Forgiving each person for what they've done, no matter how bad it is. The forgiveness. And it's hard enough. I'm just writing little note cards about the things that happened in my life because I've never done anything like this. And there's so much. I'm so complex. I really am complex. I might not look like it. I might not talk like it, but I'm complex. I don't even know what to say. But why would God come down and talk to me? Why would he put those messages out for me? It's just, I know what I know, and I know what I heard. So the book, so I'm contemplating, I'm saying, God, I don't know how to write. Who is going to help me write this book? This is my conversation. Every morning at 3:30, that's all I do. No radio, no TV. It's quiet time for the voice of God. I have to have my time to listen. It's not what I want, what he wants. But I'm like, who in the heck is going to... So, I didn't think anything more. I'm just, all of a sudden, a girl, a friend of mine, is now a really good friend of mine, came into the gym. I was very different and frustrated and I'm very just, what is this message? And I told her that God came down and told me, you're selling the gym and you're going to write a book. And I said, I don't have the slightest idea about how to write a book. And my friend came over and she said, Stephanie, remember last year when I brought a picture in that I had bought from the Milford Art Fair with the picture that was I couldn't afford? It had the typewriter. I remembered it, and she goes, Stephanie, I went to school for journalism. I'm like, this is a very bizarre connection. This is like oil and water. Bizarre. Because we were so different, but we were so the same. Little did I know that our relationship would grow, and I was there to kindle her fire. So, I was very uncomfortable once I got the message. Again, we just want to not do something because it's hard. So I'm telling you right now, this book, not only, it's a very hard thing to tell all your secrets. Everything that has happened to you. I've told a couple things and to a couple people, and they just, I don't know if they really get it. I don't think they're connected like the connection I have is a much deeper connection. I don't know, but it really is because I needed God 120% of my life. He spent his life bringing up my life. Um, so that's what I'm going to do. I sold the business, and I've been thinking about the book. But what I've been thinking about is, as I'm talking about certain things, a memory that I haven't had forever just kind of submerges up. So I believe that there is so much more than there are things erupting, coming up to the surface. And I'm not telling the story to ask for pity or for, it's not like that. But I know there's people out there that have had similar things happen. I know I'm not alone. And some of the stuff that I've dealt with, I know I'm not alone. But like I said, don't pity me, don't feel sorry for me, just embrace the fact that it's just showing you how, no matter where you start in your life, it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you end up. And I've been raised by the Spirit from the time I was born until right now. And I was born to make a change, to help people make changes, in their life. Being a personal trainer and a wellness coach, and now I'm doing the cognitive. I was made for help and helping people, because I have a heart and because I've struggled. I think the struggle part of it is a big deal. So my girlfriend, I'm going to let her listen to some of these videos and she can decipher what she wants to take out, but I have to start somewhere, and I really can't write well, so this might go on and on, but this is so new to me to be able to even get a look in the camera and talk. But you know what? I need to be able to get this out, because this is pretty much a demand from God. He needs this story to take place. I don't know how it's going to turn out or how it's going to look, but I know that it's almost like a soap opera, but it just goes from bad to bad to bad to bad to bad, worse, bad, worse, bad, little good, bad. That was my life until, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago. And actually, not even a couple years ago, just September, when I sold the gym, I went to a horrible, almost like a breakdown from pain. And just when you think you can't take any more pain, or you're laying down there on the short hairs of your chin, breathing for air, and not even be able to raise your chest off the floor. So actually, it's been going on all my life. I actually didn't get a lot of breaks. But I can tell you one thing. The pain that people caused me, the actual pain that people, there was only a couple, put on me, that I couldn't breathe. I mean, I just realized that blanket was lifted. Now, when I'm around any certain people, I feel nothing. I don't feel pain. I don't feel sadness, happiness. I just feel like it's gone. It's lifted. And things like what I went through isn't just lifted. Usually it took me a lifetime to get out of the stuff I had. Now, it should take me time, but it's not. It's lifted. It's like a magic. It's just like the Holy Spirit. It's hard to explain the Holy Spirit because I really didn't understand it, him, or what exactly. But what it is the way I just heard it phrased is that God rose Christ from the grave. He rose Jesus from the grave. That's pretty magnificent. Think about it. That really happened. This is a part of history. It's in the Bible. People wrote things, stuff like this. This was a real occurrence. Supernatural. So God rose Christ from the grave. Okay? The same thing, the same power that is in each. When Christ was raised from the grave, each one of us have a piece of him. And it's called the Holy Spirit. And he lives inside your body. He lives within you. So the same power that rose Christ from the dead, we have that same spirit inside of us. That same spirit. That's a lot. And to think that we're not really using it. You're not using him so I hope this book reveals a lot of things, and I hope it helps you to understand that you have the same giftings that I have. But only thing is, I'm here to tell you a collaboration of different incidents in my life. A lot of them. So some of them will be very graphic and they'll be hard to hear. And some of the things, they're going to be hard to listen to. I don't think I'm going to cry. I really don't think I'm going to cry because, well, maybe I will. But this is just to understand. I want you to understand the power of God. It's the power of God. I don't know what else to tell you. That's why we're here. Because we have a plan. We just don't pay attention. A lot of us, some people haven't had a lot of troubles. Life has been good. A lot of other people have had troubles, and it's troubles, because you're always going to have stuff. But the thing is, everybody has stuff. I'm here to tell you, today is the day you need to get up, lift your spirit up, dust off the crap off your shoulders, and to ask for guidance and help and direction. If you ask and you truly believe in the Spirit, you have to truly have this. You have to really know, you have to get to know God. Best way to do it, study Bible, and find a church family with like-minded people that are that you are attracted to, and that you can feel your spirit connect with. I go to a connect group, and that's another draw in, but the more time you spend with people, like-minded people, you become like me. And just simple things like listening to audio CDs, whether it's if you're just new to everything. When I started out, I just started out with Joel Osteen, but church, Bible, connect group, like-minded friends, different functions with the church, different outings. I'm trying to think just that what helped me, but I just had to be. And then you have to, sometimes you gotta turn off the bad friends, the ones that you know you can't help, because you can't. You can pray for them, but sometimes you have to love people from a distance. You can't, let's love them from afar, because you can't stay in the soup with them, because you got a bigger picture, and you got people that really need you, and you that you need to grow with. But serving God, our Master, is one of the most amazing opportunities I've ever had. I'm just so grateful. Like I said, this book, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I hope that it shines light on who God really is, and also I'll be talking about things that are not comfortable. A lot of people don't want to hear it, but people don't like to hear about it, but, and I don't like talking about it, but it's the past. There is the devil, and he is very, very real. Good and evil. I've seen both. When you've seen the bad, when you really, it'll change your whole life, because you will do anything to get away from that. But the world, there is the evil one. I hope my story, and I hope the things that have happened in a series of time will help you understand and help you to grow closer to God, because that's where you're the safest. You are the safest when you're in His care. So the closer you are to Him, and the more you listen to Him, if you go through something, He's gonna catch you real quick, and it'll just run off your back like water off a duck's back. You want to have that relationship, because you know what? I'm telling you, this has made all the difference. It's a book of history, a book of facts, and a book of what's to come. What was and what's to come. So, I can't believe I talked for like an hour. It actually is 35 minutes. I was just going to talk about something, but here I am. I guess I was supposed to. So peace to you. May you be covered by the blood of our Father, even though you don't want to, but just let the blessing, just think about Jesus and think about that light just going all around you, and He'll keep you safe, because that's what He does. He's the Father, He's the Good Shepherd. He does all good things. And He loves you. He loves me. He loves everybody. So, good night. I love you. And I guess we'll be talking again. I think this is easier for me. This is a start because I wouldn't have one started at the beginning. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's going to be all over, but I'll try to keep it as uniform as I can. My girlfriend's going to help me write the book, so be patient and listen for the story, because this story you won't want to miss, because it might even change your life. It probably will. If you know me, I just want to share so I can share with you the truths, and maybe I can help you not go through as much pain as I have, and to hopefully I can skip some of those steps in your life, whether you're 18 or you're 60, it doesn't matter. So peace be with you, and know that I love you, and that God loves you, and I will be talking to you soon.